Julio, how y'all feel about that? Man, hand me them papers over there. Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Docs Daily, where you get highly classified documentations from me, your boy, Sean Blasey. Jay-Z's lawyer is making miracles happen. He's convincing the world that Jay-Z and Diddy was never friends. And I know that sounds crazy, but the way his lawyer put it, and he's a hell of a lawyer at that, he got me convinced that Jay-Z and Diddy was never friends. It's only for special appearances when it got something to do with music, when the moguls unite. Besides that, they're not hanging out at Diddy's crib playing the Xbox. Jay-Z is not staying the night at Diddy's house up early in the morning, sitting at the table, eating breakfast with Diddy's kids. He ain't French Montana. He got his own money. He got his own entourage. He got his own buildings. He got his own businesses. He's too busy doing his own thing. But when they link, they link. For special occasions, brunches, where other celebrities are in attendance, it's never a one-on-one thing. Like I said, they're not hanging out in somebody's mama's basement. His lawyer is so damn convincing that I'm convinced that Jay-Z don't even know Diddy like that. Jay-Z's attorney has spoken out about the rumored long-time friendship between his client, Sean Diddy Combs, and says that the music moguls are not friends, just business associates. There is no friendship or long-time bond here, Alex Spiro told NBC News, adding that just because they know each other, that doesn't mean any damn thing. There's plenty of people that I know, but I wouldn't consider them my friends. Probably been around them, probably got some pictures with them. It's all love, but friendship is a big word, and that's something that's hard to come by these days. A lot of y'all ain't got no friends. You probably like to think you got friends, but the truth of the matter is you really don't. And they say it's lonely at the top, so a lot of these celebrities don't have any friends. He convinced a lot of people that this Jay-Z is looking like he's all the way off the hook. Jay-Z was recently added to a lawsuit against Diddy, alleging sexual assault. The alleged victim recently admitted to holes in their story, meaning the lawsuit could fall apart, and it is falling apart because Jay-Z has such a high-powered lawyer. This dude is phenomenal. We're going to be talking about him. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button too. And if you in the building, leave a comment so I can know you in the building, man. Show me some love out there. We're about to get into these hot docs. It's a bunch of things we're going to be talking about tonight. And y'all got to let me know y'all there, man, or else it ain't going to be as exclusive if we ain't got all y'all in the building. Somebody let me know right now. It's about to go down. I hope you're ready. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, baby. Yeah.
Jay-Z's attorney says the sexual assault claim against the hip-hop mogul is false. A woman has accused Jay-Z of raping her at an after party for the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards when she was 13 years old. But attorney Alex Spiro says the allegations are, quote, all a fantasy. CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister has the latest from New York.
Jay-Z's attorney is doubling down on a denial that his client ever raped a 13-year-old girl. Now, Jay-Z has already fiercely denied these accusations, and his legal team has already asked the court to dismiss this case entirely. But now, for the first time speaking to reporters since these accusations came out, Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, held a press conference of sorts. There was a private meeting at Jay-Z's Rock Nation offices in New York City where CNN was invited to watch a presentation put on by Jay-Z's attorney, where he had a PowerPoint where he showed different details that he says disprove Jane Doe's case. Let's take a look at some of what he said.
Wait a minute. His lawyer got PowerPoint presentations for the media? He's a showman at the same time? Is he signed to Rock Nation? When his album coming out? Have you ever heard of such? He made the media come in to show them what he got, and they ain't even in court yet. Jay-Z ain't gotta go to court. Y'all want to hold court on YouTube? Well, let's do this. Matter of fact, YouTube. I want NBC, ABC, CBS. Y'all come to me. and hear what I got to say about the allegation. Since y'all want to report on news and y'all don't have a clue what y'all talking about, let me explain some things to y'all. He got PowerPoint presentations. He did a TED talk on Jay-Z being innocent. You ain't never in your life ever heard of a lawyer doing anything like that. I'm talking about high-powered. This dude is the absolute truth. Johnny Cochran, who? Shapiro who? 1-800-CALL Jay-Z's lawyer. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get into his PowerPoint presentation, shall we? Look at this.
This is not an account of inconsistencies. I wanted everybody to understand that this never happened. This is completely false. You have to look at the timeline. You have to look at the timeline. So there's an old expression that time doesn't lie.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flat screens for the presentation. He ain't cheap. He ain't cheap. You gotta pay money for this type of coverage, man. This type of protection.
Everything else that I'm talking about, these glaring inconsistencies, these are not minor inconsistencies. These are not minor problems with this story. This is utter falsehoods. Time never lies. And so if you look at the time, no matter what, this couldn't have happened. It's not even possible that this happened.
Now, as you heard...
No. Go back. Whoa. It said Jane Doe's own timeline of events details shown the impossibilities of her allegations. Does allegations concern 3 periods? How and when Doe allegedly arrived at the VMAs? This man done did his homework. They talking about things that happened 20 years ago. He'll take your ass back. He got a timeline of exactly what was happening 20 years ago with facts and receipts, camera angles and all. They got footage from the damn 2000 VMAs and Jane Doe was nowhere in the building. It wasn't no 13-year-old running around. They got cameras on the outside where the limousines was at. They got footage of Diddy's limo sitting there and ain't nobody come knocking on no door nowhere. He said how and when Doe and Mr. Carter allegedly arrived at the white residence, and how and when Doe allegedly returned home to Rochester, New York, all the way from Manhattan. She said her father came and picked her up from a gas station. Do she live in New York or do she live in Rochester? They say she from Alabama. As demonstrated in the following slides, Doe's own timeline establishes that her claims could not have occurred. That boy bad. That boy is bad. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. He going down to history. It's gonna be plenty of people calling this man. He just made a fucking name for himself, man. Look at this.
This happened.
Now, as you heard there, Jay-Z's attorney saying that these aren't just inconsistencies in Jane Doe's case. He's saying that the entire thing is false. In fact, he says it's not even possible that Jay-Z was there. Now, if we go back to Jane Doe's initial complaint, she alleges that she was raped by both Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs at an after party for the MTV Video Music Awards in the year 2000. Now, this after party, she said, was held at a White House that was outside of the city. Well, Jay-Z's attorney actually showed photos of Jay-Z that night at an after party, but it was in New York City. So he says, if you look at the timeline, it's not possible that Jay-Z was in the suburbs at this alleged after party because he was photographed being somewhere else. Now,
he wasn't even at the dang
Now, in
party.
her initial complaint, Jane Doe also said that she got to this alleged after party by getting into a limo from a driver outside of the MTV VMAs who said that they worked for Sean Combs. Well, today, Jay-Z's attorney is saying that's not possible because the limousine line was barricaded by the police and fans were not able to access it. Now, I reached out to Jane Doe's attorney. His name is Tony Busby. He says that he is representing over 100 120 accusers of Sean Diddy Combs. This is the first accuser to come forward and name Jay-Z. But he tells me that he stands by his client. He says that they are still vetting her. But when I asked about the vetting process, here's what he told me. He said that 4 individuals at his firm interviewed the client and checked details. He says that a background check was run on Jane Doe and that his firm actually engaged a seasoned investigator to vet some details she disclosed to us. And he said, quote, those results were consistent with what the client had told us. He also says that she has signed 2 separate affidavits, and he tells me, quote, courts exist to resolve factual disputes. Our client remains adamant about her claim.
Oh, he already done turned her ass loose. Like, she's on her own. That's what she said. We ain't said shit. We took her word for it. She signed the affidavit. She wanted to play ball. They got a freaking hotline to where anybody can call. Anybody could be a Jane Doe and call the Diddy line and make a case. And she was so eager with her story. She was so damn adamant. She was convincing. She was trying to get on. And they figured, what the hell? We got a whole hotline. It's not like it's a strenuous application process. Anybody could get on. What's your story? We'll listen. Oh man, we're about to get into this man's presentation, but before we do, we gotta keep on going about this lawyer because he's so high powered. He's baffling people out here. Look at him, man. He mean business. He not playing with nobody. Jaguar Wright is shaking in her boots. He got me convinced that Diddy and Jay-Z were never even friends, man. Jay-Z was recently added to a lawsuit against Diddy, and his lawyer is working the shit out the case, man. Diddy has been charged with 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, which carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. 1 count of sex trafficking by force, fraud. But you know what? With this lawyer debunking all of these things, it's a possibility by him working Jay-Z's case, they're going to have to let Diddy off because he's PowerPointing all of the inconsistencies in these stories. So if this story don't fall through, it's going to be hard for anybody to prove that any of other Busby's clients is telling the truth, man. So getting Jay-Z involved is going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. And eventually it's going to be getting Diddy up out of this situation because the world is starting to see through the flaws. It took for one lawyer with a mission in mind, with a billionaire client by the name of Jay-Z to put a stop to all of the madness. The bloggers is changing their blogs. Jaguar Wright is backpedaling in her boat and she's still about to fall off of the damn waterfall, man. Without further ado, let's get into this, man. Make sure y'all hit them likes out there. Subscribe to the channel. I see y'all in the chat. All my members, I got so much love for y'all, man. Y'all ain't never seen nobody bad like this. He the Terminator of lawyers. He the Neo of lawyers, man. He see through the Matrix. We're about to get into his presentation. Y'all ready for it? Without further ado, I'm about to shut up and let this man break it down. Jay-Z's lawyer is going hard. Here we go, man. Y'all ready? Let's do it. What's going on? Is this shit broke? I know he ain't bootleg like that. Oh no, what is happening here? This is all bad. Wait.
The last 2 years,
you know what? If y'all would have hit the like,
you could.
We wouldn't be going through these technical. I asked y'all nicely to hit them likes, man. There shouldn't be no reason where all these people in the building, the likes should be so low. Do it for your boy, man. Do it for me. Okay, here we go.
When you're trying to evaluate whether something occurred, you have to look at different pieces of the narrative. The location, where it happened, the witnesses, who were they, what did they say, the details. The details are very important in time. So we start off with the location. And according to their complaint, after approximately 20 minutes, she arrived at a White House with a U-shaped driveway and a gate. There is no such location in New York, 20 minutes from Radio City. It does not exist. There is no such location. We don't know whether they created a location in order to try to get jurisdiction.
Oh my God. Busby ain't ready. He pulled up the Google Maps, showed me the motherfucking house. A white house with a U-shape 20 minutes from the radio. They looking in every direction. A 20-mile radius. Where the fuck is the house at? It don't even exist. Not in the cut, not in the bushes, nowhere. Not beneath the trees. I'm talking forensics. They drove out 20 minutes looking for the house with a toothpick and some Q-tips. They wasn't able to bag up nothing. They came back empty-handed. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. This guy is fascinating. Look at this.
In New York, so they could bring this case in New York, or whether they just didn't do their homework. But any New Yorker knows there is no such location.
Oh,
Beyond that, this was supposed to have taken place at Mr. Combs' after party, according to them. When you look at the homes associated with Mr. Combs during that period of time, and even not during that period of time, none of them matches. He had a townhouse, he had a house in the Hamptons hours away, and he had homes in New Jersey, but not at that time. None of the homes work, the location doesn't work, because this never happened. And again, when you really
my God, wait,
He had a house in the Hamptons hours.
They got the addresses on them bitches. It's a Manhattan townhome at 813 Park Avenue. New York got the zip code on the bitch. Not a large residence, not gated, ain't got no U-shaped driveway. None of these check the mark, man. He had a home in the Hamptons, 40 Angles driveway in the Hamptons, New York, Saddle River, Chateau, Alpine Estate. They got every address he lived in at the time, and none of them matched the freaking description, man. Oh, God.
And he had homes in New Jersey, but not at that time. None of the homes work, the location doesn't work, because this never happened. And again, when you really bear down on the location and his whereabouts, you quickly realize, because if there's photographic evidence and witnesses are coming forward.
8:15, we was leaving the club. 5:15, we was getting with her. 10:15, we was making it rub. 11:15, we was making the bub. He got documents. He documented every damn thing, man. He never left the house with no receipts. He made sure, the record label made sure they kept track of everywhere he ever went, just in case some BS like this ever popped up, man. 6:15, I was kicking her out. 7:15, I was kicking her out. 8:15, I was digging her out. Oh my God, man. He is off the chain, off the hook, and off of the radar. And Diddy is off the grid. Okay, I'm gonna shut up about it. I know I'm getting too excited. I do apologize, but damn.
That Mr. Carter was at a commercial establishment after the VMAs. He wasn't at a house. Unfortunately for them, they needed to create this house in order to create the narrative. But he wasn't at a White House that did not exist. And this is a photograph of him at a location after the VMAs. So as we can continue through this, that Jane Doe does not say that the assault happened at a commercial establishment. She can't. That wouldn't make any sense. Yet they stand by it. They double down, they triple down. White House, the White House doesn't exist. And then we get to the witnesses. And I think at the outset, everybody has to remember that in 24 years, not a single witness has ever come forward saying this happened. Quarter of a century. Think about that. She says she's at the party alone, this 13-year-old girl, and she finds herself in the room with the three most famous people at the party. Just think about how unnatural, how little common sense that makes. And according to her, one of the witnesses is a female celebrity who's just standing there watching the repetitive rape of a child. That celebrity does nothing, says nothing, reports nothing. And in fact, they won't even identify her. According to them, there's an adult female in the room watching the rape of a child. They refuse to identify her. So then we continue. And you look and there's celebrities that she says she's mingling with before. Afterwards, she says she runs out of the house naked. None of them notice that. None of them pay any notice. For 24 years, none of them has said anything. And so she's just asked in this interview, she's asked, well, I mean, celebrities are recognizable people. Surely you can tell us one celebrity that was there. Just give us one name so that we know this happened. And she says, okay, Benji Madden was there. and she wants to conjure up religion and say, I'm religious, I remember his tattoo. She looks and remembers so vividly the tattoo and the conversation with Mr. Madden. Mr. Madden wasn't there. He already said he wasn't there. His tour schedule said he wasn't there. And he wasn't there because this never happened. None of this ever happened. And you keep going, and you ask yourself, well, who is this complaining witness? She does not come forward with her real name. She proceeds under Jane Doe. There's no report to the police. According to her, she never tells anybody for 24 years. Not one person, not alone in the car for 5 hours at home, on her way home. Not one person, not a diary, not a family member, not a friend. Most people, when this happens, there's a need to tell somebody. We call these prompt outcry witnesses. In most complaints like this, people tell somebody. She says nobody for 24, 25 years. And then we get to the details. And I want to make sure this is clear.
Oh my God.
When people make up an account, whether intentionally or their mind is playing tricks on them, they can always get that core part of the story right. They can just keep repeating it over and over and over again. This is what happened, that core part. But they're always going to mess up the details. When something isn't real, when something doesn't happen, you're going to get the details wrong because you weren't really there. And so she starts with her story about her friend that dropped her off. Okay? This drive of over 5 hours, the friend would have had to have gone 10 plus hours to drop her off. Because she's got to get there. If this is real, she's got to get there. But guess what? This friend of hers, she doesn't get out of the car, right? Think about that. She's just leaving a 13-year-old girl alone in Midtown. She doesn't even want to get out of the car. She came all that way. There can't be a witness there. She can't have a witness there because this never happened.
Honeybook completely changed.
Oh my God. They got people looking so damn stupid. So stupid. And the people that entertained it and believed it, and y'all just, man, y'all might as well stay up all night on the 24th and wait for Santa Claus to come down the chimney, man. Wait for Jolly Saint Nick. Do not touch his cookies. Leave his eggnog right there next to the chimney. Just stay up all night. Pop no dos and wait for Santa to come down the chimney, man. People willing to believe whatever the case is, man. It says Jane Doe alleges that on or around September 7th, plaintiff, then 13 years old, had a friend drive and drop her off near Radio City Music Hall in New York City so she could try. It wasn't even guaranteed. She didn't even know if she was going to get up. They risked it all, burnt all that gas so she can get down there and don't know what the fuck she going to do. They ain't even get out the car. They just dropped her ass off and pulled off and turned back around and drove all the way back upstate. And she just so happened to have her phone. Listen to this BS, man.
But how did she end up that way? There can't be a witness there. She can't have a witness there because this never happened. So as you keep going, you ask yourself, but how did she end up in the car in the first place? And so she creates this story. She says, I snuck out the window, right? But now we know she came from Rochester. So she would have been sneaking out of the window at 3 in the afternoon in the middle of broad daylight. Never heard of such a thing, defies common sense, doesn't make any sense because this never happened. And so she tells this story because she's got to create a way that she gets out of the house and ends up in New York City. And as we keep going here, the friend that implausibly leaves her there, there's then some pressure on that part of the story because it doesn't make any sense. And so the lawyer is asked, well, just produce the friend. And so he has to find somebody that can make this work. And of course, as soon as he's pressed, they find somebody who they say is no longer alive. They can't corroborate it, and there's nobody to talk to.
Wow.
We can keep going. Next slide. So she then gets there, right? And she has this vivid tale of watching it on a Jumbotron. It's in her complaint. Clear as day. There was no Jumbotron that year. Okay? I don't know whether they were Googling images and found the wrong year. I don't know whether she's just making it up out of whole cloth. There is no Jumbotron. In fact, they didn't even get a permit, according to the police and the city, for the Jumbotron.
Everything she said is completely false. And they got backup from MTV. They got backup from artists that she said was there. And none of her story is checking out, man. This make Busby the biggest ass in lawyerhood, man. It's no way he gonna be able to live this down. When you see Busby coming for you, you can laugh that shit off, man. Cause he's a complete joke at this point. All the other victims, your cases are closed, man. It's looking like Diddy gonna walk. I don't know how they will be able to keep this madness up. How can they take Busby seriously when he show up to court with them whack ass docs? This story don't put a dent in all of the stories. Whatever you've heard thus far, not to mention what's going on YouTube with people telling their stories. So it's a done deal. It was fun while it lasted. I hope y'all got every last bit of entertainment y'all wanted out of these stories with these alleged victims. The only thing they had on Diddy was the videotape of him going upside Cassie's head. And if you ask me, that's enough to put him in jail. But how much time should he get for that, man? He can't do life behind that. That's an assault. He can do some time behind that, but they probably say he already got time served for what he did to Cassie.
That year. So that didn't happen. None of the details are right because this never happened. If we can keep going. And then she says, I'm knocking on the doors and the windows of limousines and VIPs. Of course, that doesn't work either. If you look at the video, photographs, that whole area was blocked off. We've spoken to numerous people there that were in security. No one could have gotten anywhere near those cars because this never happened. She gets that fact wrong. And you know, the whole story about, of all people, she knocks on Puff's window. 13-year-old girl in Midtown by herself. Just think about that. Think about how illogical that is. Keep going. Again, this is Eminem performing in the streets. No Jumbotron. All the cars barricaded. Her facts don't check out because this never happened. We keep going. So what ends up happening then, and this is important, is her original account in the original complaint says that at 9:30 or 10, she's told to wait there to get a ride to the after party. Okay? That also doesn't work because there's photographs now of Mr. Combs and Mr. Carter at commercial establishments in New York after the VMAs. So this narrative of at 10 o'clock she ends up at this party can't work. They got caught. So they change it in the amended complaint that there's this multiple drop-off and pickup that lands them at this White House that doesn't exist. So as we continue, this is again her account of trying to change the story into this multiple drop-off period to get them at the house to deal with the fact that there's photographic evidence that that's not where the after party was in the first place.
Forbes breaking news. When have you ever seen that? Forbes is breaking this. The big spenders, the big wigs, the people that really got a bag. Fuck your news publication. Forget your little YouTube blog, your Instagram posts. It's tax season, baby. A lot of these celebrity bloggers is about to go broke. Forbes is on the job. These other publications ain't got enough money to compete. I've never seen Forbes break no news, especially not no news like this. Now they in the news business. Jay-Z got that type of backing, those type of friends, high-powered lawyers. They better stop fucking with this man. I know I ain't fooling with him. It get your ass crossed up and put in a horrible situation, and nobody gonna hear you scream because you gonna be locked in the cellar of a White House with a U-shaped driveway 20 minutes away from Radio City that don't even exist. Lucky Luciano. Lucky Lukey, baby. He wasn't playing about none of that. I've never witnessed nothing like this a day in my life, man. Y'all thought he was stuck. I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to gloat or gawk or none of that, but he gots to be the GOAT. A brother that could shut down accusations from Lily. In American history, I've never seen nothing like this, man. When it's her word against yours, regardless of if she lying through her ass, man. Back in the day, there's plenty of women that came forward with flat out lies, and everybody knew that she was lying, but that brother still had to get God. He making history with this, man. Who gonna go against Forbes? Nobody. It's impossible, man. The power circle is too damn strong.
Place. And so as this account continues,
check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
Shit out of here. I do apologize, man.
Okay, you ready?
We gonna get back to business. Okay, here we go.
you have to look at the timeline. You have to look at the timeline. So there's an old expression that time doesn't lie. Everything else that I'm talking about, these glaring inconsistencies, these are not minor inconsistencies. These are not minor problems with this story. This is utter falsehoods. Time never lies. And so if you look at the time, no matter what, this couldn't have happened. It's not even possible that this happened. And this is so important. So again, now that we know that it's a 5-hour drive in each direction, how she gets to the VMAs, okay, we're going to talk in some detail about this White House and whether or not they could have gotten there. And then again, Doe returns home to Rochester. Okay? This is very important. Because she returns home, she has to leave the New York area by 1:30 in the morning at the latest. Okay? If you look at any of these White Houses and you look at the closest gas stations that could be to any of these White Houses, you have to leave this White House party by 12:45 in order to get to the gas station at 1:30 to call your father to pick you up to get home to Rochester at 6:30. So remember, she only has till 12:45 for everything that she says to have happened. The VMAs end at after 11. So you're talking about a window of a little more than an hour that this could possibly have happened even by their own account.
Damn.
And she says, during that little bit more than an hour, not only does she get to the house, not only is she inside mingling with celebrities, she has a drink, she's then sexually assaulted in front of an adult female multiple times. She gets out of that, she fights through it, she leaves the house naked, she gets all the way to the gas station. She had 37 minutes to possibly do this. Okay, even under their account. Okay, and of course, the biggest problem, perhaps of all, is there's photographs putting Mr. Combs and Mr. Carter at different places, not in a White House during that 37 minutes. So when I tell you that it's not just that this story is a lie and that it's not true, it's provably, demonstrably false. This never happened. So we talked about this 37 minutes. The earliest, even if we didn't have that establishment. Remember, this is innocence on top of innocence. Even if we didn't have that, according to her, the earliest they could have gotten to the house is 12:11. And the reason for that is if the VMAs end and the drive is 20 minutes, the driver has to go there, drop them off, come back, pick her up, bring her back. She can't get there. And again, this is lickety-split. This is as fast as is possible, okay? This is no traffic leaving Radio City in Midtown during an award ceremony. 12:11. She has to leave that white residence by 12:48 in order for her father to pick her up at the gas station. 37 minutes. That's the entire window of opportunity here. So here again is the timeline. Shows the 11:11 VMAs end, the drop off, the pickup, and the drop off. Next slide. And again, here we are. You see the 37 minutes. This is the 42 minutes it takes to walk. This is the closest gas station. And this is, remember this is a 13-year-old girl walking who has issues, who is maybe drugged according to her, who's just been viciously raped multiple times, who was holding her own clothing trying to get to a gas station that she had never been before. Okay? No map, no cell phone, no nothing. Straight line, it's 42 minutes. Okay?
So she just left the White House and just picked a direction. Like, I'm going to go this way and just keep on walking until I find something. Did she have some change in her pocket for the payphone or whatever the case is? Payphones have been out of style for a long ass time, man. Damn, they got this woman. This man obliterated this case before. You don't even have to go to court. Lawyers doing presentations before the media. Man. And it's all happening at the perfect time. Now people looking at Cat Williams like it's all your fault. They're going to be throwing eggs at Cat. Like if it wasn't for you exciting this madness, people wouldn't even have jumped out the window to go this far. All lies will be exposed. And you know what? He ain't never lie. Because all them lies that people been telling about celebrities, now they're being exposed. What a trip, man. 2024, this is going down in the history book as the year of bullshit, man. And it's all being exposed. I see it in my personal life, man. I've been living in a fog until recently when it comes to a lot of things. I mean, I've been completely just lost in the sauce with so much stuff in my life. And now I'm finally starting to see the light. And thank God. I thought I probably would never see the light with a whole lot of stuff. But now I'm here. I'm waking up. And I've been duped. I've been tricked. I've been living a fable, man. I ain't know. I was under the impression, just like so many people was under the impression about Diddy and Jay-Z and all these celebrities and all this shit that really don't matter. Now we starting to see, and thank God, the blinders is being taken off. Now we can get on with our lives and decide what the fuck we want to do. It ain't about Diddy and Jay-Z no more. It ain't about a freak off with Usher and all that. It ain't about Club Shay Shay and Cat Williams and all this bullshit. Thank God the shackles is starting to be taken off of our minds. What we gonna do, y'all? Let me know what y'all gonna do with your newfound freedom. Let me know, man. Thank God. And for the people that want to stay on the plantation, let them stay in Diddy land if that's where they want to be in 2025. I'm gonna leave it behind. I can't wait to let it go. I'm moving on, baby. I'm on YouTube. I'm showing my face now. It's a new day, a new dawn, a new light. A butterfly flying high, you know how I feel. Don't make me put that song on, man. Ooh, little chipmunks, you know how I feel. Yeah, it's a new dawn, it's a new light, it's a new day. I'm bringing tears to somebody's eyes, man. And I feel good. It's about time to put a stop to the bullshit. Thank this lawyer. Thank Jay-Z. They just, man, I'm loving it, man. Y'all can do what y'all want to do with it. Listen to this.
The story doesn't work. It doesn't check out. Okay? This never happened. Next slide. These are all the things that they claim happened in that 37 minutes. Okay? And again, 37 is giving them every benefit of the doubt as how long this window could be. Every benefit of the doubt. But here's an even bigger problem. Mm-hmm. There are photographs of Mr. Carter and Mr. Combs at commercial establishments during the 37 minutes. They're not there. Even if you try to come up with the fastest possible timeline, I'm talking about no traffic, nobody getting in your way at the door, right to the bar kind of timeline, it still doesn't work. Because they had to leave Radio City, they had to go to the commercial establishments. Mr. Combs is photographed at 2 different commercial establishments with Jennifer Lopez, 2 establishments. They had to go to both of those establishments and get back to the White House. Get back to the White House before she has to leave at 12:30.
Wow.
None of this can work. And in fact, and I think this is very important, you will notice in the photographs that Miss Lopez changes clothing between the 2 events that they go to in New York City. You can see in one photograph she's wearing one outfit and another. So she had to be able to, in this 40-minute window, get to multiple events. They're seen drinking, socializing. She has to change outfits, change her hair, all within 40 minutes to get to that White House in time. And you're saying to yourself, so that's not possible. You're right, it's not possible. It's because this never happened.
Hi, my name's Mark.
Oh my God,
I'm
man.
a recent
This is
customer of
beyond crazy.
Jellyfish. We had a
Beyond
competitor's-
crazy, y'all.
And then we get to the end. She kept running until she reached a gas station. A female clerk noticed her, allowed her to use the phone. Plaintiff called her father, admitted that she had lied about her whereabouts. And this is a very small thing, very small. But remember, when you leave house and you're 13, you have to have a story. You either have to sneak out and not have a lie, or you tell your parents a lie. Sort of two options, right? Earlier, she says, well, I didn't tell my parents a lie. I just snuck out the window, right? Here, she says, well, I lied. See? Do you know what that means? That means she's lying even within her own story. They can't both be true. And I said earlier that no witnesses have come forward in basically a quarter of a century, except for one. Now there's one. Her own father. The person who knows her best. And he came forward too. And he said, you know what? This never happened.
Damn.
This never happened.
Damn.
And his attention was drawn to it. I feel like I would remember that. And they said, but you've got a lot going on. Maybe you forgot this. You've got a lot going on. They told him, listen, you've got a lot going on. Try to see if they pressed him, if he stuck to his story. He said, yeah, I have a lot going on, but that's something that would definitely stick in my mind. Of course it would stick in your mind. You drove 10 hours to pick up your 13-year-old daughter in New York City. It's not something you would forget.
Hold on, wait. They saying that her father came from New York to come pick her up? I mean, from Rochester to come pick her up? I thought her father lived in New York City and he just was around the corner. So she waited at the gas station until her dad drove all the way to New York City to pick her up and bring her ass back home? And he beat that ass when he got there? He don't remember choking the shit out of her and wondering where the hell she was at and what did she do? They ain't take her to the hospital to see if she lost her virginity or nothing. She got in the car stinking, butt naked, mascara smeared, 13 years old with snot coming out her nose, trembling, shaking. Cause Diddy and Jay-Z put that pound down. Her father don't need, he like this. I will remember some shit like this. Like I know she 40 years old now, but I don't recall her ever hitching to New York City and me coming to get the bitch. He probably would have left her ass right there in New York City. Like, figure it out. You figured out how to get there. Figure it out, bitch. You wanted to be there so bad. How about you fucking stay? How about you just stay? But daddy is dead. I'm not driving. I ain't got fucking gas, but just give me some gas, my bitch. Well, you need to go tell Jay-Z since you sold your ass. Sell your ass. Sell your ass. They did what and you didn't get any more fucking millionaires? You gotta tell them motherfuckers to give me a private jet to come out of your fucking slack. Show them, fuck them, get your fucking ass, get your fucking ass. Like that. Somebody lying, man. Somebody lying. Y'all gotta hit that like, man. Subscribe to the channel, cause it got me going crazy, man. I know y'all watching like, damn, he would have beat her ass. Oh man, this is crazy. He said he don't remember none of that shit. If he did, he would be in jail. Okay, let's get back into this, man. Look.
It's not something that he did forget because this never happened. And of course, just like the friend that couldn't be there at the beginning, you can't have a witness to something that never happened. When asked, well, what did you say to your father in the car? What did you talk about? Nothing. She says not a word was spoken. There can't be a conversation because this never happened. And so you got to ask yourself what's going on here, right? And you all saw that videotape of her being interviewed in the shadowy room. She's holding a teddy bear. She's talking about her issues, her head trauma. She's been through a lot in her life, you can tell. And so who took advantage of this? Why are we here? Why is this story getting created? And I'll tell you who took advantage of this. This lawyer took advantage of this. That's what's going on here. And you can see here now that this is starting to unravel and the truth is coming out, he's starting to walk away from it. He's saying, oh, sorry, this case was referred to our firm by another firm, so I didn't really check it out, is basically what he's saying.
Wow.
Right? He brings an accusation like this, attacks a man with the integrity of Mr. Carter, and all he has to say for himself now is, well, I didn't really check on this. I got a referral, trying to make a little bit of money, so we just went live with it. Next. Here is again the timeline that he went live with. In the face of this irrefutable, time doesn't lie evidence, he went live with it. And again, it doesn't work. This 37 minutes, it does not work. It does not work because there's photographs.
Man, they could never do. Foxy Brown better shut the fuck up, man. It's a done deal. Nobody could ever go at Jay-Z ever again. They might as well not even try. After seeing this, nobody gonna open their mouth with an allegation or story. It's not even worth it, man. Your ghetto blogs or whatever you're trying to do, people gonna laugh. People was thinking about jumping out the window with a story. They got pictures with Jay-Z and everything. They was gonna do it. They've been gearing up. They've been building up their confidence. They've been going to the gym. They got the eye of the tiger. They've been thinking about this for a minute. Their grandmama hyped them up, aunties, cousins, even their baby daddy, like, you need to get that bag. But after seeing this, it's no way they're going to be able to get their story together because this lawyer, he going to pull it. Jay-Z is off the hook for a lifetime after this. And I feel like Diddy is off the hook too. With this alone, with this type of information, since you got lawyers that's willing to do this, I know Diddy sitting in jail like, yo, Jay, what the fuck, man? Like, you mean to tell me you had this dude the whole time? When was you gonna hook me up? But according to Jay-Z's lawyer, him and Sean Combs is never friends. They just business associates. Diddy out on his own. Jay-Z left him standing in the rain while he got the spiral umbrella. Damn. He had somebody in the cut like, man, if they ever come at me like that, how he gonna one-up Puff like this? What the fuck is he on? He been drinking too much of that De Leon tequila, pink cocaine in it. He a goddamn junkie. Jay-Z don't play them type of games, man. He probably have a little sip of something here and there, but he ain't no goddamn druggie like Diddy, man. Diddy looking like a crackhead. Do he even have a lawyer? I don't remember. Who's Diddy's lawyer? Whoever he is, he ain't shit. He told Diddy to turn himself in. That's how you know his lawyer cheat. How you gonna tell your client to turn himself in? Now he ain't never getting out of jail. Said we told him, you know, they're gonna come at you and you're gonna have to turn yourself in. Jay-Z lawyer would have never said no like that, man. What's wrong with Diddy? His lawyer let him give Cassie $50 million on day. Didn't even tell him to fight it in court or nothing. He could have shut that cat. His lawyer could have did a 5-star presentation on what Cassie did that caused for Diddy to beat her ass. And that wouldn't have made it right, but people would have had to sympathize. Like Cassie was strung out of 6 to 15. Cassie's seen doing the line. The white substance around her nose is not baby powder. You can tell in the hallway she was dressed in the apparel of a thief. And the belongings that she had while she was trying to get on the elevator belonged to Sean Diddy Combs, which included his pants, his underwear, his socks, his belt, his trousers, and his jacket. He had no choice but to leave the hotel with no underclothes or no clothing because the towel was the only thing he had that wasn't in Cassie's possessions. If you look close at Cassie's apparel, she was wearing Sean Johns' jeans, literally. The clothes she had on her back, she had her clothes under his clothes, so he had no clothes to wear. And yes, my client was visibly shaken up and visibly upset and visibly stirred. people would have been like, well, shit, if somebody took all my belongings and snuck out the hotel room and left me in there butt ass naked, I probably would have put my foot in their ass too. Allegedly, man. I wouldn't have did it. Maybe you would have did it. I would have never did it. Diddy need a better lawyer. His lawyer ain't shit. Jay-Z lawyer would have, man, he would have shut that shit down on day one, baby. Okay, we got to get back into this. I do apologize. Matter of fact, let's listen to what this dimwit got to say. Listen.
Always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did ruin or run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
Caroline, step into the light, Caroline. They got the poltergeist making allegations against Diddy and Caroline, when I went to the party, Jay-Z and Diddy were standing in the room, and as I got closer, that's when they pulled me into the vortex. Caroline. What type of shit is this? Caroline, and Diddy said she's mighty fine. Jay-Z came in and tapped her behind, and her behind drove all the way from Rochester, New York, and they didn't know that she wasn't even supposed to be there. She was supposed to be in Rochester, but somehow she went to the VMAs, got raped by them boys. Oh yeah. Caroline. What type of bullshit is this, man? Hold on, listen to her testimony. Look.
About what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet, but it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
That's the part that killed me right there, man. You ain't scared? Shit, she should have been, if these allegations is true, she should have been terrified, man. Why would she even ask her some bullshit like
favorite
that?
Celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like
She man, I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh man, somebody hit the like and hit the Cash App. I'm getting too silly, man. I gotta cut it out. Oh man, hey, what a way to end the year, man. What a way. This make all the YouTubers look dumb as fuck, man. Every last one of them. They got Jaguar Wright looking retarded. They all got special needs, man. Man, they need to put all of them in special ed. With these stupid ass stories, man. Look at this, y'all. Look.
From the second that I did Pierce Morgan, they've been trying to convince people that I had something to do with these girls. Because when I was on Pierce Morgan, I said I had 3 victims that were ready to come forward. The problem is I didn't say I had Diddy victims. I said I have 3 victims against the Carters. That's not Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
From the second that I did Pierce Morgan, they've been trying to convince people that I had something to do with these girls.
Her dude in the back looking like he just domed out. Like he's just like, oh, she got the bonnet on tight and everything, man. He domed out back there, y'all. He in a whole nother world. What did Jag do to that man? Like, shut up and fucking take it. I'm gonna do to you what Jay-Z did to me with those big ass lips. You ever had a Jay-Z facial? Yes, Mr. Carter taught me a few things. Gonna put it on ya. Matter of fact, you turn around and let me do to you what Diddy did to me. She turned that boy out in the back, man. He just back there with his eyes in the back of his head like, oh, he domed out. She get up to do a blog real quick, dome him out, put him in the days, go in the refrigerator, make a sandwich, get back on the blog, and he's still domed out. Ugh.
Because when I was on Pierce Morgan, I said I had 3 victims that were ready to come forward. The problem is I didn't say I had Diddy victims. I said I have 3 victims against the Carters. That's not Diddy.
Like, who the fuck you went to the show with last night? My sister baby mother said she seen you at the party and I know where you was. Like, your sister baby mama ain't seen me with nobody. She popping all that shit with a nigga laid out in the bed, just like on the Friday movie.
From the
Oh my God, Jaguar Wright. It's a wrap. Her 2025 gonna be fucked up. Listen to this.
JC wants me broken, stopped, or under his control. And it ain't gonna happen, Sean. I'm never gonna be under your control.
She in another hotel room with no motherfucking clothes on, man. What the hell she out there doing for real? Like, all these young boys watch my blogs. All them niggas in the comment section, they know what's up. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna be in Chicago, OTF. I'm gonna be there on O Block. King Von got a big brother, and best believe he's taller than Von. I'm in the streets. I know niggas. I got fans. Trust me, girlfriend. I'm getting mines. You don't think I like sex? How do you think I got in the music industry? Ask Albie Shaw.
Never. You need to learn how to control your wife.
Her son said that his mother is a sex demon witch. Like, my mother is a tantric sex demon. He said that on the Tasha K show, man. But we gonna get back to that, man. I don't want to have a sexual conversation about Jaguar Wright. Y'all need to listen at this, man.
Attorney Alex Spiro is pushing to get a judge to dismiss the rape lawsuit against his client, citing an NBC News exclusive that found inconsistencies with the accuser's account.
We expect Mr. Carter to be fully cleared of all of this in the coming days. Almost nothing that she says has checked out because this never happened.
This in the wake of our interview with a 38-year-old mother from Alabama who accuses Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and Sean Diddy Combs of raping her when she was 13 years old. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
She says that she might have some facts wrong, but that she says the incident happened. What do you say to that?
You know, anybody, when they make up a claim, they can just keep repeating it and getting it right. But you never get the details right. And what happened during her interview with you.
Oh, that boy Cole. Look at the atmosphere, man. They on some vampire shit. It's all gloomy. It's raining outside. They mean business. He called him Mr. Carter. What a day to be a billionaire, man. His man is on the job. The news respects him. They treat him with they look him in his face, man. Ain't no teleprompter. He on one screen and they on another screen and Nancy Grace in the middle popping shit. Like, what about Mr. Carter and Foxy Brown? Can you explain that? They did Diddy lawyer dirty. They had him in a little box on the side of the screen while they was cussing him out on the big screen on Fox News. This dude would have never signed up for no shit like that. You got to respect him as a man. Look him eye to eye. Ain't no I'm doing a blog from my living room while y'all down at the station making me look like an ass and my client somewhere biting his damn nails because I'm fumbling my words. He made them, ain't no Jane Doe silhouette or nothing like that. It's a cool day in New York City and he's just as cold as the temperature and he's not playing. Dim the lights in this bitch. He made them dim the lights and get the mood right so he can explain his client thoroughly. God damn, man. I ain't never, woo! That boy is cold. Man, this my favorite lawyer. Rest in peace to Johnny Cochran. But Johnny ain't never did no shit. He talking about If the glove fit, you must have quit. He rhyming in the courtroom, sounding like Mr. T. This man that never spit no bars on Jay-Z behalf. He'll lead a rhyming to Jay-Z. This my favorite lawyer. He deserve a picture on the wall, man. Him, Jesus, and Obama. Jay-Z, you the man. You the man, bro. You the man. I gotta give props where props is due.
Is that the story began to unravel.
On the night of the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000, she says Combs' limo driver took her to an after party. There she says she spoke to musician Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo. That's the Last Supper.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative for the Maddens confirmed they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest.
Like, that bitch said, what? I'm fuck Diddy's. I'm partying fucking Diddler. Fuck Diddy party, Jay-Z. We don't do shit like that. Fuck, look like that Diddy party for what? We don't have chicks we like. We don't have big booty chicks we like. Like, I swear to my mom, I've never been to a Diddy party. Never been invited to a fucking Diddy party. Like, I seen Benji Madden had a tattoo and smoking a cigarette, holding his guitar, standing next to Memphis Bleak. I remember it. It was Benji Madden standing with state property in Damon Dash. They were talking about, you know, Campbell soup extra chunky in the new edition. I remember. And I asked him about his tattoo, and that's when someone handed me a drink, and I went to go lay down, and that's when Jay-Z and Diddy came in, rock hard solid. Rock hard, they was there, and female celebrity she was watching. She had her pants, her hands in her apple bottom pants. I seen her when she put her hand down her baby fat pants. I came in, I was there, I was liberated, I couldn't move, they were rock solid. They're hard as a board, and I couldn't move because, you know, I seen Aunt Benji, and all I remember was the tattoo, and he was standing next to Memphis Bleak and Beanie Siegels. I remember. They were talking about the extra chunky. I remember the Campbell soup, and mix it with crackers and cheese, and I tried to tell him it tastes better with a little bit of chili sauce. Jay-Z, them boys, they came in that room hungry. They came in there sweating like they just got done playing full court basketball. Like, where them cheeks, bitch? Like, oh no, what are you gonna do to me? Oh no, I shouldn't even be here. Somebody call my pa. Call my pa. Somebody from Rochester, come and get me. Like, take that. Take that. They did a collab featuring Susie Mae all the way from Alabama. They got her in the back screaming like it's a Dipset sample or some bullshit. Hey, Hov. Even Cameron, she got out of there for Cameron could come in there and spit his verse. Like, little booty, the cootie pootie, the Rudy Tootie, Rochester Sooty Tootie, all up in her little booty. Bubble butt with the cowboy boots, show you how wild I do. From Alabama, better ask a mama, run to the gas station, so she had to call a papa, wearing Pampers. Oh my God, man, I'm done. I'm about to get out of here, man. I ain't never heard something so ridiculous. Now, these are allegations and speculations, and I'm not trying to make fun of what she got going on. She might be telling the truth, but it don't seem like she is, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. Okay, let's go.
At that time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter both raped her. She says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up.
We rode home in silence. She didn't ask me what happened.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not corroborate her story. I feel like I would remember that, and I don't, he said. The woman revealed to us that she has autism and previously suffered a head injury. In a follow-up phone interview, we asked her about the contradictions.
She was like this the whole time they did the interview, man. She said she had a head injury. She don't know what the fuck going on. Like, I'll be lying if I said I didn't have special needs. Busby. I want to take a better look at this man since we getting all this information about him. I want to try to understand his mind frame, man, as a lawyer. I remember I had a student loan back in the day, and the lawyer was so damn nasty. He sounded like he smoked cigars all day. He scared the shit out of me, too. Said, you're in debt for $2,000. You're going down if you don't pay the money by midnight. I said, midnight? Where am I going to get $2,000? At midnight, $2,000. I was like, look, I'll give you $250. He was like, deal, so nice doing business with you, young man. You gotta do what I gotta do sometimes. Gotta do what I gotta do. Just a dirty ass lawyer, man. Busby on another level with his. Like, I'll show you how we do it down here in Texas, son. Your word against hers, I'll have Susie May say whatever the fuck she want to say about you. You think America's gonna listen to your story with those whatever come out your fat lips? Wanted to be on every last one of my classics. If you don't think I could sue your ass, just ask Kiss. He tried to ether Jay-Z. Like, y'all been waiting for the main event, patiently waiting like an AIDS test. What's the results? Not positive. Who's the best? Busby, Niles, or Big? Ain't no best. Like, east, west, down, south, flossed out, breeding. I embrace y'all with allegations. Showed up with face gone. How can I be garbage? He redo the whole Ether song. How can I be garbage? Auditions at your apartments. Accusations out the side of your dome, inside of your home. Oh man, this is retarded, man. He going all out for this hip hop shit. Busby, baby. Can't nobody take him seriously no more. Y'all know what's gonna wind up happening to him? He gonna have like a Judge Joe Mathis spinoff show, man. They gonna put him on VH1. He gonna be a celebrity lawyer. He might get married to Tamara Braxton. He gonna be one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta's her new dude that she creeping with on the side. It's gonna be revealed that Candy Burge is messing with Busby on the side. He gonna make his appearance. He gonna pull up in the Bentley and step out real slow, like, uh-oh, there go her man. Oh, shit. We ain't know you was fucking with Busby on the side, ho. Hey, Busby bought me this ring. Like, you know how I do, baby. Celebrity lawyer, got all types of chicks. Like, excuse me, honey, my name's Busby. You probably know me from the Jay-Z Diddy allegations lawsuit. I see you over here with that fatty. And I was wondering if I could take you out to dinner, buy you a couple of things, you know. I know Beyonce. I actually served her a couple of weeks ago. Are you a Beyonce fan? He could bag any chick now. And they already talking about him in the blogs. Especially Lovely T. She love her some Busby, man. That's all she talking about. It's like when Busby shut this shit down, Diddy and Jay-Z ain't gonna know what to do because Busby. Tasha K speaking on Busby. They love that man. You go over to Busby house, it's Tasha K and Lovely T cleaning his cabinets. They don't wash the damn floors, don't wash the dog. Don't sweep out his whole damn garage. Look at this. Told y'all. She love Busby. All of them. Look, she just they talking about Busby right now, man. He get love in the hood. Women want to see him crack a whip on Diddy real bad. Even he talking about Busby, man. His name ring bells in the hood. Homie got a pink background and everything talking about Busby, man. Oh, y'all need to see this, man. Black people love Busby more than they do Diddy and Jay-Z. Damn. He wore that pink tie. He got every zesty YouTuber talking about Busby. Even she got Busby in her thumbnail along with Jay-Z. How you gonna put Jay-Z, Diddy, Beyonce, and got Busby on the side like he got an album out there somewhere, man. This is madness. Sherelle's World. She got Busby and Vin Diesel and Tissa. Oh man, they doing too much out here in these streets. Homie live right now with Busby. He frontlining the thumbnail. He put Busby on the marquee and put Diddy. He got Diddy in the back small. Jay-Z even smaller and got Busby face as the main premiere on his damn. Get the shit out of here, man. Oh my God, they talking about this man like he a damn celebrity. But that's Negro here nor there. We gonna move on, y'all. We gonna finish out this show. How long I been on here, man? We got a little ways to go. We almost there. All right, let's get back to this presentation, because this lawyer is no joke. Jaguar Wright is running for her motherfucking life, man. They scared. Everybody scared. Jay-Z's lawyer stepped in the building. Now they gotta shut that shit down. Look at this, y'all.
Feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is in.
She got the Scary Movie hand. Remember the dude from Scary Movie with the little hand? She got that shit. Talking about Jay-Z and Diddy. Just couldn't wait to squeeze them cheeks. She got the hand like the dude in Scary Movie. And she got that shit all in it. She holding that shit real tight in front of them cameras. Like, Jay-Z touched me right here, and Diddy put his hand right there. They hand her the paper to sign her name. She grabbed it with the little hand and dropped that shit. They like, oh my God. Like, hey, Mr. Diddy, I heard you like 13-year-olds. How about you come here? Let me touch that little finger you got down there. This was her face with that hand when Jay-Z was handling her, man. Allegedly. And this ain't no laughing matter. But god damn. They need to find better candidates for their book. Look at her hand. Look. You know, for Thanksgiving, she stuffed the turkey with that motherfucking hand, yeah. She stirred the Kool-Aid with that hand. She mixed up the potato salad with that hand. She did everything with that damn hand for the holidays, y'all. Oh my God, where they find this chick? Okay, let's get serious. Look at this, man.
She said that she stands by her statements.
This woman is standing by her story. It happened over 20 years ago. Maybe her memory is hazy. Maybe her father doesn't remember that night.
No, she's doubled down on certain of these details. She says, I'm positive. She points out the tattoo. She talks about the tattoo in vivid detail. Turns out that's completely false. And the father is supposed to be picking her up. 10-hour drive, round trip,
10 hours.
In the middle of the night. Has no memory of that. No one has come forward about this in nearly a quarter of a century, and that's because this never happened.
Spyro said he's not only seeking justice for Jay-Z, he says that he also wants to expose the accuser's attorney, Tony Busby.
He takes away the voices from real victims and he causes real harm. If this lawyer has any sense, he's going to dismiss this claim. I don't know whether he has any sense.
Busby, who has filed more than 20 lawsuits against Combs, told NBC News that he is continuing to vet the accuser's claims and that she has agreed to undergo a polygraph this week. A representative for Combs called the suit a shameless money grab.
Since your attorneys refiled the lawsuit against Combs naming Jay-Z, he has come out with a very long statement saying that this is completely not true and that this is all about trying to get money from him. What do you say about that?
I haven't asked for a dime from him. It's not everything is motivated by money, and I'm sorry that he feels that it is.
This woman also told us on camera last week that this isn't about money.
Well, let's be serious. A lawyer like this is not sending out these letters not to make money. He wants money and fame. He doesn't care about truth and justice, and that's what's going on here.
Chloe Malas joins us in studio. So, Chloe, explain this to me. The attorney for the plaintiffs, Tony Busby, right? He is sticking by his client even though you've been able to report these inconsistencies and they are now out there in the public?
Yes, and because of our exclusive report here on Top Story, he's actually going to have Jane Doe.
Y'all, just let Diddy out of jail. I know that's what y'all wanted. That's what they want to do. That's why they bringing this stuff to the public, man. They letting y'all see the flaws and the holes and stuff. They ain't got nothing to hold that man no more. They had their fun. The year is about to be done. They ready to pack this thing up and go home. They done squeezed all of the juice out of this lemon. It was fun while the good times lasted. It's a wrap. Get over it, y'all. Y'all the ones they was entertaining. And for the people that still want to be entertained by the nonsense, just find something else, man. It's time. Like, how long do y'all really want it to last? It's like a horrible relationship. How long do y'all want this to go on, man? Let it be over. It's done. There'll be somebody else. There'll be somebody new. You won't be single for long. I know you love the whole Diddy thing, the personal relationship, y'all, the bond y'all formed with this man being guilty got you feeling like you innocent. The shit you done did in your life, the freaky nights you done had could never compare to what Diddy did. Now you feeling like a saint. I get it. But it's time to move on, man. The relationship is over. Stop romancing over this nonsense. There will be somebody new, but not on his caliber. Diddy is the baddest bitch you ever had. Hey, you ain't gonna be able to top it. I mean, who out there with a legacy that's greater than his? Jay-Z. But y'all tried that relationship. Y'all dated Jay-Z for a couple of weeks, but guess what? It didn't work out. You're not gonna be able to keep him. You're not gonna be able to keep Diddy. I mean, maybe Lil Wayne, maybe. And just the thought of him, y'all like, no, we don't want to see him in the news, not a damn day. Y'all couldn't stomach seeing Lil Wayne's face in the news every day with some allegations. He on the thumbnail looking all crazy, like Weezy did it. Like Weezy effing baby. Can you imagine a year's worth of Weezy allegations? Y'all would throw up after the third thumbnail or two, man. YouTubers would be looking for the ugliest picture they could find. Photoshop Lil Wayne bent over, looking back, looking ugly, and Birdman behind him with Young Thug standing in the corner holding some baby oil on the thumbnail. That shit ain't gonna fly. It damn sure wouldn't make it to no NBC, ABC. They wouldn't even entertain no bullshit like that. That's the reason why y'all want to hold on to Diddy so long and so hard, because his legacy is greater than anybody else's legacy. Yo Gotti in the news for sexual Angela Lee Simmons news. That shit ain't gonna sell nothing. People not gonna be clicking on that all day. Now it'll have a nice little run, but not as long as this. Black youngster in the news or Moneybag Yo got allegations in the news. Glorilla slept with Yo Gotti and Dolph before he passed. They got Glorilla in the news. It ain't gonna work like how this works. So, hey man, maybe you might have to wait another 10 years to have a decent relationship, man, with another celebrity that's worth a damn. That's where we at with it, man. Y'all gonna have to let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about it, baby. Yeah. DOCZ Daily, y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too, baby. And we gonna be back in the morning. I'm about to get me some rest, man, but we gonna keep this thing rolling tomorrow afternoon. Make sure y'all keep a lookout for DOCZ Daily, because we gonna be back. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button too. And for the people that hit that Cash App, I gotta let y'all know I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. And them jokes I made about the victim, I do apologize for that, man. We gonna holla at y'all soon. Y'all be good out there, man. So much love for y'all. Yay. Yay.